YouTube and Google. It's 8 o'clock and it's Saturday night. Now, here's a special stand-up routine from yours truly, Connor Waltman. Hello. Hi. Good evening, YouTube and Google. Well, it's my first time being here, and what's a Saturday night without some fun, huh? Here, huh? I have a script I have written right here. It's handwritten, no AI. I've written it over the course of about 2 hours, so here you go. Okay, people, I'm going to try something different on YouTube, or something similar if you did this already, if some people have done this already. I'm going to do some stand-up comedy in the comfort of my bedroom apartment. Well, if you can see, technically speaking, I am honestly not standing up all the time. In fact, I will be sitting down most of the time here. Besides, this special isn't a special. If it were, I wouldn't be here. I would not be here. I would be at either a comedy club or a theater. But since I'm autistic and don't like huge crowds, and plus I'm broke to be able to afford an Uber drive to said comedy club or a theater, then this is the best solution. This is the best solution. But the downside is, well, it's just me. There's no laughing audience here or anything. It gets a bit lonely, but hey. It's my first time doing this, so if you don't laugh, you don't win a prize. You do not win a prize, because this is not a if you laugh you lose video. These if you laugh or you lose videos on YouTube are trying their hardest to get a chuckle out of you. I mean, if you laugh, don't feel so bad that you lost. You feel better already. It's just that these if you laugh or you lose videos are just to pressure you into not laughing. If you don't laugh, then you have no sense of humor. If you laugh at some point in this video, please comment down what made you laugh the hardest. This is shot on an iPhone 8. If the quality sucks, blame Apple, not me. And plus, there's no extra microphone or any other equipment, so I'm doing this guerrilla style. Apple, Sony, Microsoft, big tech. Big tech. Honestly, I don't like to say big tech, because if you say big tech, you're going to have to also say big food, big pharma, big fast food, big companies. I would like to call them mega corporations from now on. Mega corporations is the technical term now for me. I mean, we are in an AI era that some people want to hate, while others are just shilling these AI companies like OpenAI, Oracle, and Microsoft. And like on YouTube, when I watch videos, I see all these AI ads all the time. It gets really distracting. I wish I had some sort of VPN to just block all, or ad blocker, to get rid of all these ads, but YouTube doesn't like ad blockers, so yeah. PC gamers hate these AI companies, because these AI companies are buying up all the GPUs, the RAM, and the drives that are needed for these data centers that they are building. or some AI companies or people who are big in the AI are buying up big loads of RAM and GPUs and storage to just make awful AI slop. Man. To be clear, I really don't hate AI. I really don't hate AI. AI may be useful if used in moderation. However, I'm indifferent to them. I'm not for or against AI. I'm not gonna shill. I generated some AI images here and there, but hey, that's my own privacy, and I don't like to show. As long as one data center accidentally blows up Ohio, then I'm fine. What I'm not fine is the higher cost of living. With all the crap like electronics, houseware, silverware, foods, rent, utilities, housing, shipping, taxes. Everything has gone up in price. But I like to say that prices get higher each and every other decade. It's not a problem. It's just a trend. These companies are companies like big corporations, mega corporations are very greedy. I'm not talking about every person in the corporation is greedy. Not the bottom line, but the investors, the CEOs, and the shareholders. Most importantly, the shareholders. They want more from us, so they lower supply against a high demand. They're literally screwing us economically. They're using economics against us, trying to make sure that, hey, you want this carton of eggs? Well, now it's $10, just for 6 eggs. No, I ain't buying that. I'd rather get the store brand. It's much cheaper and it's actually good. The only way to tell these people, the rich folks, how to feel your pain of being forced to buy all this expensive stuff is not by online backlash, critique videos or blogs, etc., but to vote with your wallet. If you don't like it, then don't buy it. That's the slogan. If you don't like it, you don't buy it. That is a hard-hitting fact. If you don't like to buy a PS5 because Sony says they're discontinuing physical media on games, then don't buy a PS5. Buy a Nintendo Switch too. If you don't like Nintendo, then buy an Evercade. If you don't like Evercade lineup of games, then you can just not buy anything. These rich folks aren't like us. They don't like us, but they want our money. I'm going to be clear that not all rich folks are greedy. Some of them give money to the charities that benefit people in time of need, like the disasters and such, natural disasters or forest fires and such. But I don't want to list examples of people. They're mostly billionaires who live in a big house with a big garage of cars and or a big collection of odd or useless stuff that we mostly dream about buying, but they keep scalping it up and and not let anyone else buy it. Big swimming pool with a lot of water that raises the price of the water in the area. Big freezers so they can stuff all the foods and the meats that they like to buy so that all the meats are more expensive. An indoor gym located inside so they don't have to get near normies. A Starbucks. Rich folks can have their own Starbucks and actually run it. If that were to happen, then Starbucks would be rich. But I doubt that would happen. A server room with a lot of computers or a lot of supercomputers with lots of RAM, lots of GPUs, and lots of stuff that connects to every single electronic device and Wi-Fi to make it super powerful. Multiple bedrooms for the guests and family. Multiple bathrooms, of course, same thing. Fancy furniture, fancy silverware, multiple servants, and most importantly, a friggin' private jet or a yacht. Oh, I forgot to mention bunkers just in case the world wars get a third entry. But I doubt that would happen. It's just this stupid doom and gloom meme. It's like getting a polio shot when polio hardly exists. I have no clue why they have these bunkers to begin with. I have no idea. And I really don't want to know the extent of why they do that. Do they think they could control what's left of civilization after doomsday? Huh? For me, I don't trust in mega corporations or the government or the church. With mega corporations, I don't trust these CEOs or shareholders telling us how we should live our lives. If they tell us to work harder to afford the stuff we need, then I won't listen or buy any of their products. If the government tells us to trust in the government without any questions, that's a dictatorship. Fortunately, we don't live in one yet. If the church tells us who to believe in, then I will keep challenging the establishment. Speaking of churches, we have too many churches. I live in Mississippi and I see a church every mile or so. It's just ridiculous. At 1 mile there would be one church that's probably Baptist, and another is another denomination of the Christian church, and then there would be a church for Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints right over there, and there's hardly any Jewish temples. There's hardly any Jewish temples. If there were one, I would name a few, but I don't know any Jewish temples. Hell. So. It's just the state saying everyone's Christian here. If you're not, then leave. That's kind of if Mississippi is telling us to be Christian or get out, that's kind of being dictatorship or something. There's a certain thing called freedom of religion or freedom of practice religion. Don't you know? You can practice your religion at home, not just in the church. You can avoid paying the tithe at church and actually practice your own religion in the comfort of your home. You don't have to go to church every Sunday. You don't have to agree with your religious parents or anything. You can do whatever you want, just as long as you don't offend, as long as you don't harm people. I used to be Christian, but after I got older, I soon realized that organized religion is horrible. Like for instance, some some Baptist church would do an anti-gay parade just to be mean and be spiteful of people of color or sexual preferences. But as long as your character is all right, I'm good. It doesn't matter by the color of your skin or who you date or what you believe in. It's just that as long as we have a vibe check, I check your vibe and you're chill, then you're good. I'd rather believe in science and logic, not some invisible force and a dead carpenter. If that's a bit offensive, then I apologize. But that means that I'm not against Christianity. I'm not against Christianity. If you get offended about that, then I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry that you got offended because I said I don't like being Christian. I'm just critical of it all. I'm just critical of religion. Not just Christianity. I'm critical of Judaism. I'm critical of any other religion that I don't want to name, because if I do name any others, then I will get death threats in the comment section. I don't want to risk it. I read the Old Testament just to see what it all means, but the truth is that individuals can interpret the Bible in their own way. Yeah, you can all blame Martin Luther for that. He caused a split in the church in the 1500s and such, but that's another story. But that's a story that you need to look it up yourself. In terms of politics, I know some of you like to hear my stance on it, about the war in Iran, the higher tariffs, and the big beautiful bill, but I don't want to talk about that. I really don't like to hear about politics. I don't really care for the far left or the far right. Left meaning liberal and right meaning conservative or Democrat or Republican, to simplify things. Alright? I don't really like to talk about politics. I don't really like to talk about the news and what, because the 24/7 news cycle is ridiculous. Every single news story gets released every minute or so. It gets really exhausting. Really exhausting. I don't even read the news or even watch the news. But that's another story. I identify myself as a libertarian. That's liberal light. I agree on some things from the left and some on the right, but not all of the bad stuff. I just don't like big government or big corporations trying to take away my stuff or trying to hurt me. I never voted, and I plan not to vote because that's my choice and I'm sticking to it. Even if the far left or far right billionaire politicians try to bribe me into voting, then I won't. And if some big billionaire they say, hey, how about you, I'll pay you pay you $1 million to vote for me. Hey, I got to him first. I'll pay him $10 billion for him to vote for me. Listen, guys, I'm not voting for either of you. You keep your money and shove it. Alright? Alright? I ain't choosing sides, alright? You can't read my mind or force me what to say. If any politician watching this is thinking, hey, that's not politically correct, then I don't care. I don't care what your definition of politically correct is. I don't even care for what it is. If it's to prevent me from saying something that offends a small minority of people that would pose death threats to me, then that's my own fault. The politicians really don't care about the people. They only care about their people, the rich folks who voted the politicians in office in the first place. See? Are you saying that? Alright. I'm getting close to the end of the video, but here's one thing I have to pick apart. This whole stupid thing, like, you will own nothing and be happy. I don't really... What? If I feel like that, I'd like to throw up that sentence, then oh my god. You will own nothing and be happy. Like, do you want me to be homeless and feel happy that... Because when I see and I know that homeless people are begging for money, begging for any change to, or just a place to live. But you will own nothing and be happy? What? If I'm forced to sell all my belongings just to live in an empty apartment with no books, no DVDs, no CDs, and no video games, but only the clothes on my back, the bed I sleep in, and the useless stuff that big tech try to sell us, then I'm not happy. I'm actually pissed. Very pissed. So pissed that I'm not going to buy a PlayStation 5 at all. I'm not going to buy a new Xbox Series X. I'm might as well not buy Spotify, not as well buy Netflix, not as well buy Hulu, not as well buy Disney Plus, none of that stuff. Or even Prime Video, not that. If I want ownership over the stuff I bought with my hard-earned money, then I deserve it. I don't want a license to download or stream content. I want to keep it on disc or back it up on a hard drive. Like rip Blu-rays from a disk drive to my computer so I can watch it on my computer and from there, and possibly back it up on another hard drive and just in case that said hard drive fails. But these freaking AI companies are making it too damn difficult for me to do that. We can't even afford to buy any storage. Not even flash drive. Not even solid state drives. I mean, they're blown up to over $400. Even for 2 terabytes. Dang. I believe that this AI bubble will burst and no one will be buying a lie. They will buy back the stuff that actually work and own or as long as they want. I can say this, that corporations like Sony will experience a slump and fall down. They'll be like What have we done? What have we done? Why we're losing so much money? Oh wait, it's our decision. Oh boy. And one of the shareholders are gonna be like, well, I'm out of here. Wait, and it's and then the CEO was like, hey, come back. I'll pay you back more, please. Come on, I'll pay you back. And another shareholder will be like, well, I'm leaving again. I'm leaving too. Come on. If you leave, this company is gonna fall. This company is gonna fall. And then the company falls, and the prices will go down, and people will be happy. Happy that a big corporation falls to the grave. Thank you, and good night. Alright, that's the end of the stand-up special. Alright, if you like this, then be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and send a comment. Alright?